researcher.
And I'm Judy, the athlete, and we're here to help you
Better your best.
So I've been thinking a lot about, not academically, but
Oh.
thinking a lot about, like, as kids develop and go through ages, critical periods, things that have to develop and things like that. And it just seems like, I know you get golfers really, really young. Most of the time, the golfers I get, let's say 10 would be young, 10, 11,
The
12.
archers?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
The
yeah.
archers that I get, I'm sorry, 10, 11, 12. So they're a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
But I think about their mindset and how they are when they're that young. They're learning new skill. They go to compete. They don't have expectations.
Excited.
They can literally shoot 2 arrows in the ground and the next one right in the middle. And they're just, smiling and happy they got whatever
They're
points
there.
they got, right? For the most
Yeah.
part. And then, time marches on, and then we get into this age of 16, 17, 18. Right in there, I would say that's kind of the average. And I don't know, all of a sudden it just seems like they get stuck in this world of, I'm not even sure what the world is, but it's very, very different. It's not forward focused, it's judgmental, it's critical, it's overthinking, comparisons.
What will they think of me?
And it's very stuck.
Judgment.
Yes.
Well, development in it, that is what's going on up here in terms of their brain abilities, because now they're more left-sided, they got more beta activity processing ability. They can see cause and effect that they didn't see before, They can become fearful of what might happen if I don't do well. They got peer pressure from outside.
Well, and they have a better awareness of what it means, right? To win or to lose. And I can remember you saying to me once, I was coaching somebody, I think from 15 to 16 was just such a big difference. And we get to 16 and just completely different kid. And I remember you saying to me, they've just discovered that they have a very all-powerful brain and they really want to use it.
Right. They want to do it and figure it out, and which is really a great thing. I'm not sure it's always so great for the parents because then the athletes, think they know all of it and how to do it, and they do know a lot more. It's so exciting for them, I think. But at the same time, like you mentioned, they can get stuck there and all the doing stuff, and thinking stuff. And before they just did it, they just put the arrow in the middle or hit the shot and stuff. And so now they can do all the processing and everything, and they get stuck there. And I think our job is to, once again, help them out the other side of it, because the ones too often that get stuck there quit. It's not fun. It becomes old. I'm tired of trying to figure it out. I've had enough of this. It's not working. I hear that.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. And I can empathize with them because they have done everything they know, but what they're stuck in the doing part of it. And so if we can help them compartmentalize, like we say all the time, and sort things out. So of course, the preparation is where you're going to do a lot of that stuff and prepare for what you want to have happen, and then you organize it into a routine of some sort that you go through, so your system knows what's coming. And then that last piece of rip it like you did when you were 10 years old. That's what we want, but it's too scary to give up, because we want to control it, right? But they didn't need to control it back then. But we do all this other stuff beforehand so that you can rip it, and be athletic and let your subconscious do the activity, because they're so much better at it. So our job, I think, is to help organize the information and their new skills and everything so that they can do that and perform
And ultimately,
better.
I know they're excited about using their brain and the power of the brain and everything else, but as always, we want to get them into the feel side.
Yes.
But I was just thinking too, I don't really remember being that age that much, I remember some things. But when you think about feel, it might be a time of a lot of feeling anyway, and feeling itself may be a little bit scary, which then, I think I want to caution myself to say, when I say I just want you to feel it, maybe it's not necessarily the emotional feel as much as it is feel the physical.
That's right. That's exactly right. Because they just spent a few years managing their
Sure.
emotions, and all the ups and downs of everything. But we certainly don't want to give that up, the feel side of things. And, parents too, if parents can help understand a little bit of this developmental stage, it can be a tough one, and we don't want to lose them at 18. It depends. Some will go to college, and some might have scholarships, and some may continue to, because they absolutely love what they're doing and want to see where they can take it. And all of those things are good, Pretty much at that age, the parents don't know and the kids do because they've got this new skill, but the parents are still amazing models, and that's their job in many respects, is to model those behaviors that their kids can learn from. And even though it's a hard thing to do, or I often just give the parents stats to keep, for me to look at and then to give to the athlete, their athlete, without a lot of verbal interpretation.
Here's the facts, the
Yeah,
data.
here, this is what I observed today, and just going about it that way, they'll find they can be heard, and they will.
And they can help.
They can help.
potentially.
You're exactly right. So, just it's really helpful. I think the developmental changes, 16, 17, 18, they're critical.
And in a nutshell, it's chaos.
But we can help them
Sure.
better their best.